Like, you chose a first-year manufacturer that's never made anything big, ever, and then you expected that there weren't going to be recalls? Like, this should look bad on you. All right, we are here at Sandusky right now. Now, this is definitely where it's nice to be a Prestige Pass holder because I don't need to worry about getting in really fast. I have a reservation on the line for me, but this will also show you what the line is like if you're a Prestige Pass holder, because maybe it's still longer. I don't know. I wonder if Prestige Pass is more popular this year, but we'll see. I'm not sure if Prestige Pass should be more popular. That's not my point, but I wonder if it is, because I think a lot of people thought, along with myself, that that was the only way to get early park entry this year. So, let's see. I had a hat yesterday. I saw a hat this morning, and now I can't find it. So, I have no idea what I did with it, where it is. Maybe we'll buy one once we get in the park. Let's go. Huh. They might have already let people in. It's 5 minutes before early park entry right now as I'm walking in. But I think they've already let people in. It's Justin.
Hey, what's going on?
So go check him out. I'll have him linked down below. But yeah, we just were coming through and then they stopped us for the national anthem. And then I looked up and I was like, look at that big bearded guy. So okay, so it looks like they did have people stopped for the line here because there is still a backup line or a backed up line. But I don't know, it does kind of look like maybe they let people in. So next time I come for early park entry, we'll come in even earlier. Not to get here by 9 o'clock, but to get here earlier than that. But like I said, I can go through the Prestige Pass line right now. I'm getting a little bit faster, so let's go. So they want you to turn your card over for them so that they can see that it's a Prestige Pass card. So don't just turn it over and show them your QR code. Just turn it over for an expedited process. Just turn it over, show them the Prestige, flash that to them, and then turn it over. If you have like an old card that's been upgraded, like last year I had a Platinum Pass that they'd upgraded to my Prestige Pass. If that's the case, go into customer service and just tell them that you would like them to give you a Prestige Pass because people are confused about it. And again, that'll be a way for you to expedite the process. How does early park entry work here at Cedar Point in 2024? Well, today we're going to discuss that and we're going to do as much as we can. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Let's go. Now, here's the deal. I can go to Millennium. I can go to Iron Dragon. I can also go to Gatekeeper and Wild Mouse. Gatekeeper will get shorter lines for longer. Millennium might fill up very, very quickly. Iron Dragon won't be a problem at all. You know what though? I'd rather ride Millennium than ride Wild Mouse. So we're gonna try hopping into that line right away. We should have gotten in line for all of this earlier than now, but this is the lot that we've given ourselves. So, so now we work on it. What I mean by getting here earlier than now is apparently they opened up the gates not at 9 o'clock, but at, I don't know, maybe 8:45, something like that. So if you're doing early park entry, don't show up here at 9 o'clock or at 8:50 like I did. show up here at 8:30, maybe even earlier than that. And the problem is I could have done that. I was just sleeping in my car last night, so it could have been pretty easy to have done that, but that's not what I chose to do this morning. So now we've got to get going and see if we can salvage this morning. Now, one thing I'm thinking is that Iron Dragon is going to get filled up pretty quickly after people get off of Millennium Force. I'm not sure that 5 minutes on Iron Dragon is going to make much of a difference in the line for Millennium Force. So I think I'm going to hit that right away, Iron Dragon. So Iron Dragon is where I'm headed right now. It's not quite what I thought I was going to do, but I think there are enough people headed in the direction of Millennium Force that I'm just like, it's already going to be a pretty big line. If I wait an extra couple minutes, it's not going to be that much longer. Now, if you are familiar with this channel and you were around last year, you know that I will do a lot of these rope drop strategies. So we'll talk a lot about early park entry. What should you do when you first walk in? Where should you go for the first 2 hours of the park to get the most bang for your buck while you're here at Cedar Point? Oh yeah, the line from Millennium is all the way out to the railroad station right now. Now, along with everything here at Cedar Point, these are just kind of best practices. Different things will be closed or opened depending on the day. Like today, we do not have Top Thrill 2 open. So unfortunately, that can't be a part of my rope drop strategy. But we'll talk about that when we get to the end of this. But like I said, everything will be different every time that you come. It's not always going to be exactly the same.
You can push down, pull up, then exit to the left. Thank you for adding Iron Dragon and...
All right. Now, Millennium Force still has this line going on right now. I don't wait in this kind of line, ever. So we're not going to be doing that. We're heading over to go to Gatekeeper. So Millennium Force is not opened yet for early park entry. So we're gonna move on to Gatekeeper. And actually, I think I'd kind of like to hit some breakfast too. So we're gonna go down and actually have breakfast at the pavilion this morning.
I'm thinking
We're gonna hit Wild Mouse first here. One rule of thumb to always keep in mind is that Gatekeeper is the last thing to get crazy long lines. So it has a high capacity, it has a lot of people on it, but it doesn't get lines as quickly because of that. So going into places like Wild Mouse is kind of the better thing that you need to prioritize. Poor Justin's gonna have to deal with this thing spinning. All right, we are on our way into Gatekeeper right now. Gatekeeper has new signs for their wait times too. We will say it up there eventually. But yeah, no line at all. So like I've been telling you guys, this is the place to come last because you're not gonna ever have a massive line. We have just a few minutes left in early park entry right now. One thing to know about early park entry for this year is there's really no way that you're going to ride all of the rides for early park entry. Oops. If Top Thrill 2 was open right now, I would ride this because there's no way I'm going to ride every single thing during early park entry this year. So I would get on this, be done with it, and then go over and wait for Top Thrill 2. There is no Top Thrill 2 today, so that's not something we're going to do. But that's the way I would normally work it out. 17 minutes to get onto Wild Mouse and 6 minutes to get onto Gatekeeper. It's Mary Jo's birthday.
Good morning.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So excited to spend it here.
Talk to you again. I know I've talked to you before, but
we have, but it's a new friendship happening here for sure. Thank you.
Have a good one. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Now, if you want to grab breakfast down here, you definitely can. This is not where you're going to want breakfast, though, probably, unless you want chicken strips or shrimp for breakfast. But you can get breakfast up here in the snack area. Now, I believe this breakfast is even on the meal plan. That's part of why I'm planning on getting something. Yeah, it is. Ham, egg, and cheese sandwich. Or you can also get hot honey chicken biscuits. Now, if this is not what you would want for breakfast, then you could also go to Starbucks and they'll have their breakfast sandwiches there, or like their egg bites, things like that. But those would be probably your two places. I would always recommend, especially once the park opens, to go to the Starbucks at the resort at Breakers, rather than to come to the Starbucks here. You're gonna save yourself a little bit of time waiting in line at the one at Breakers Hotel. Wow, that was really fast. Literally the amount of time that it took me to film this B-roll that you're seeing right now is how long it took me to get this breakfast platter. All right, we've got breakfast now. That was very fast. And it is also Gatekeeper was so much fun. I always love Gatekeeper, but there's something really special today about the feel of the Lake Erie breeze coming off. It feels so nice. And I think it's just such a warmer day, so it feels really good. So this is obviously a breakfast sandwich. They have a little bit of sauce inside it, and then it's ham rather than bacon or sausage. And then we also have tater tots with it. The tater tots have a very specific seasoning on it, and I'll see if I can nail that down for you. There's something really good about these tater tots. It's like something that scratches the nostalgic part of your brain, so I'm sure it's something from childhood.
Thank you.
But I don't know, there's something about it that's really, really good. It just gives me a very, I don't know, maybe it's the same tater tots they served at my high school lunchroom. I don't know what it is. It's really, really good though. Ham's really good. Eggs cooked really nicely. There's a little bit of cheese on it. And that sauce is just like a mayo, maybe like an aioli, but it's pretty mild tasting. It just adds a little bit of. Oh no! Wait, does it have some horseradish in it? Yeah, it took me a few bites to get to it, but there's definitely horseradish in this. No, I'm not a horseradish guy. I don't like it. But it's mild enough in this that I don't mind it. Sometimes it's a bit too strong. This is just like a very light amount of horseradish. I mean, I'm not going to complain. It's a good breakfast sandwich. And then I'll be able to get 2 meals today before I leave. All right, so it was great to see Justin Roth and his family. Go check him out on YouTube. He's an OG. He's been hanging around for a while doing this. And I love seeing his content and seeing what he does. Meeting his family today was really awesome. So go check him out. I'll have him also linked down below, of course, like I always do with whoever's hanging out with me here at the parks. Right now, I'm headed back to the back of the park to go on up to Steel Vengeance. We're gonna go hit that, and I think we're gonna be using my pass for that. Meaning, with my Prestige Pass, I can get a single-use fast lane. So I'm able to use one single-use fast lane with that, and that's what we're gonna do. So let's go get that done. That's usually the way I'll be doing Top Thrill 2. But when Top Thrill 2 actually opens up, I would recommend you go straight to Top Thrill 2, not to go get breakfast at 10 o'clock. Okay, so hardcore loving this. That is a fantastic sweater. I might need to buy that. And out we go from the store. We have our Top Thrill 2 passes, I guess, essentially. And let's keep going. Now on Gatekeeper also, Justin and I realized that it is a pretty empty day here at Cedar Point. So we'll have to see what lines actually are long or not. So I'm gonna actually consult the app to see what that is. There were not very many people, and we were riding it at like 9:50, something like that. And people were not coming through very much. So coming through the doors or coming through the gates. So you don't have nearly as many cars out in the parking lot as I might expect on a Sunday. It is Mother's Day, so a lot of people might be with their moms instead and not here at the park. But it's looking like it might shape up to be a pretty decent day. All right, wow, Cedar Point. It's the second Sunday that you're open. Steel Vengeance is down. Temporarily down, which I think means down all day long. TT2 is down, which you've marketed this whole season on. And Raptor is down right now. Really? That seems a little, actually very sus. So I'm kind of annoyed with Cedar Point right now. One huge issue to me is that TT2 is down and there is not a single person out on the track trying to fix it, trying to work on it. Nobody working on the mechanical system. Whatever's wrong with it, no one's trying to fix it. A lot of my issue is TT2, which we've discovered today because of a social media post, which I at least I'm at least glad to know that Cedar Point is being forthright with it, but they had to like redo their cars on TT2. Well, okay, why did you choose Zamperla? Like, you chose a first-year manufacturer that's never made anything big, ever, and then you expected that there weren't going to be recalls? Like, this should look bad on you, because it's the choice you made. Like, I'm having a lot of problems with that. All right, for right now, though, we are headed into fast lane here at Valraven, so let's go. So using that single-use fast lane to bypass this line is not a bad decision at all. Let's get on for the end of our early park entry morning. Wow, it's a pretty decent line. I guess that makes sense. A lot of things are closed. All right, and here we go. Let's go. Looks like we have an orchestra up here. They're all in their tuxes, dresses. Might even be an orchestra and a choir. Oh, they're singing right now. I think. Oh no, wait, show choir. Okay, we're watching this. One of the people there told me that was West Branch High School. That's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for early park entry today. Definitely had some fun, and it's always enjoyable to be able to hang out with you guys here and try to find out some things that we may not all know yet. So tell me what you guys think below about early park entry. What things would you like to do, and how would you like to do early park entry? If you have ideas, I'll even try them out beforehand, see how well they work. I have 3 ideas that are already swimming around in my mind that I'd like to do in the future. Well, usually they're involving Top Thrill 2. One of them is even just to wait straight up for Top Thrill 2 and see how fast we can get on it. But you know, a lot of this is going to be centering around how can we get on Top Thrill 2 if it ever opens again. So if you want to see all that kind of stuff, press that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and let's go. Hey, thanks for watching. I release theme park related videos at least a couple times a week, so press that subscribe button if you made it this far. Also, check out similar videos in the playlist to the right, or find my newest video to the left. Thanks again, and let's go!